this is what happens when you're dealing with NBA professional athletes. They got drafted into the NBA. They can play, and they showed why tonight.
Tough loss for the Lakers. Yep, they dropped to 20-16. They've lost 2 in a row. The Mavericks jumped to 21-16 behind Quentin Grimes, 23, P.J. Washington with 22, and Spencer Dinwiddie with 19. Let's hear from J.J. Redick, speaking with Mike Trudell in the media.
J.J., was there one thing above others that you saw as the reason for the loss?
I mean, obviously, they killed us with any ISO stuff. We talked this morning just about not giving up ISO threes. We gave 2 up in the first quarter and then tried to press up a little bit. And sometimes we did a decent job of containing the basketball, and they made some tough 2s. And there was a bunch of times we didn't contain the basketball well, and our, basic shell day one, just wasn't good. Low man wasn't there. If he was there, the weak side rotation wasn't there. We just couldn't get stops on that. But I think there's 2 points in the game where we played fine in the first half. Like, it was fine, and we're up 6 with 2:59 to go, and Clay comes out and hits 3 threes, and Dinwiddie gets a layup at the end, and then they start the second half on a run. We cut it to 5, and then they make 4 straight threes. I'm not sure what our rotations were. I'd never seen us try to execute what we were doing. I haven't watched the film yet. Watching it live and talking to the assistants who did watch it on film, we're not sure what was going on with the shift positioning and the rotations. Never seen it before.
That second stretch, I think it was Hardy that hits 3 from kind of the same spot. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, and then they hit another one on the right side.
Yeah, what should the coverage be on those types of plays, like when Hardy looked like he was pretty open?
Well, so there's 2 things that you can do, and one is you stay with your own man. So they were trying to lift AD and have him be the high guy, and then they would cut him out of there. So you can obviously stay with your own, and the next guy becomes the shift guy, or you can just zone up and you take cutters. We did neither. I've never seen that coverage before. So,
JJ, what did you make of Gabe in his return, and now kind of having closer to your projected rotation, just sort of different lineups and rotations out there?
Yeah, Gabe missed a couple shots, but he competed. I felt pretty good about the rotations. I don't think it was rotations, lineup rotations, I should say. It was rotations on the court, but lineup rotations were fine.
Pre-game, JJ, you kind of warned of nights like this when teams are really shorthanded and guys get life and they get confidence, and I think they had 3 different players double their season scoring averages, different stuff like that. Yeah. Do you think there was? I know you probably warned your team pre-game about this, but do you think they met the game with the right amount of competitiveness and energy?
In terms of the energy, it felt like we played a little tired tonight. I don't think it was a competitive level. I think it more, they were the tougher team and kind of dictated the game to us versus vice versa. And sometimes the sort of lack of shot making can kind of affect you and your spirit. I think we were 8 for 16 at the rim in the first half, and whatever we were from 3, 5 for 19, something bad. You're on the road and the other team's banging threes. It's can be a little deflating to the overall energy, I guess.
Do you think the missed layups in particular? Did you sense that watching your guys, like kind of seeing like heads hang, slower?
I think that's just natural. If you miss a layup, you get a little bit down in the moment. But I just think the overall effect of that, and then at times they stalled us out a little bit, but you know, we weren't good on either side of the ball tonight.
Lakers are back home on Thursday to take on the Charlotte Hornets. Pre-game coverage gets started at 6:30. Takes you right up to tip-off at 7:30. So be sure to join us right here on Spectrum Sports. No Luka, no Kyrie, no problem for the Mavs as the Lakers drop an ugly one in Dallas, 118-97 the final score. Post-game reaction from the Lakers locker room coming up after the break.
Access Sportsnet Lakers is brought to you by
The Arrowhead play of the game. This dunk, big game. Watching it live was something, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a beautiful dunk. Just doesn't seem to be that excited now that they lost.
I know.
But LeBron at 40 can still do this. It was an awesome dunk.
LeBron finished 2 assists shy of a triple-double. Let's go inside the Lakers locker room. He's with Brez.
LeBron, when a team like that shoots the way they do from deep, do you say, okay, you take your hat off to some of those guys, especially since it's not Kyrie or Luka, or do you say, you know, we got to think about our defense?
They had a great game plan versus our defense, and obviously they watch and see how we play. They had a great game plan. They put us in a lot of pick and rolls. They spread us out. Most of the time it was 5 out when Lively wasn't in the game. They had multiple ball handlers. If they got down, broke us down, it was either get to the rim or spray out, and then they played drive and kick game, and they hit a lot of threes. It started with the end of the second quarter. We had a horrible finish to the second quarter after we was up 50-44, maybe 42. Let Clay hit 3 in a row, and they ended up going into the half of 5 and extended it from there.
JJ said it was like you would point to like basic shell level rotations that you guys, shell drill level rotations you weren't making. Did you feel that, and did you feel that exploiting that, like not having guys rotating to?
No, I felt like they put people in pick and roll who they wanted in pick and roll, and they tried to exploit matchups. And when we got to rotations, then we didn't make enough second efforts.
Do you think any of the offensive stuff bled into defense tonight, or did the defense bleed into offense? Like,
well, I mean, yeah. I mean, when the ball is popping and the ball's going in, obviously, you know, you're able to play defense with a set defense. If it's not, you know, and they get out and running or return the ball over, which we didn't do too much of that. But offense can help defense just as much as defense can help offense. And just another night for us, you know, not that very good offensively. We didn't shoot the ball well. We missed a lot of shots at the rim, and they countered that.
Is that I mean, the shots at the rim was, you know, you guys are a pretty good rim attack team, generally speaking. I think Jay said 8 of 16 in the first half. It felt like a couple of those were just like kind of smoke layups.
Yeah, it was.
How discouraging are those misses, particularly?
I mean, when we're not shooting the ball well from the perimeter, you know, those layups can be discouraging, especially because we're so well with attacking the paint, getting to the free throw line. So, you know, but you know, it happens sometimes. We just got to convert those. We're not worried about those at the rim.
In the spirit of not getting too high, not getting too low, and also like being process oriented, how emblematic is this 0-2 road trip of where?
I mean, it sucks, obviously, especially knowing where we were and how well we've been playing. But you know, we had a chance in Houston. We started off in the first half horrible, but we made ourselves a one-possession game. Played pretty good all the way to about the last 3 minutes of this second quarter, and you know, we're playing catch up. So we can't really dwell on it too much. That's the land of the game of the NBA. You know, you see what you could have did, you know, better. You know, but you got to get ready for the next opponent, and we got another game coming on Thursday in our home building.
You felt like there were maybe moments where you guys were playing tired. How much can you guys benefit from? I think it's going to be the longest stretch at home that you guys will have. Long stretch that you guys will have.
It depends on how you take care of your body. It don't matter if you're home or on the road. It depends on how you take care of your body. All right, appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, the Lakers, when you take a look at this, James, these are the last 2 games in Texas, and opponents' rebounds. Lakers falling to the Rockets and the Mavs. You look at the points in the paint as well, 52-52. Both teams kind of attacking them in that way, taking advantage.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, those categories, points in the paint, they should not lose that war. Unless teams have scouted the Lakers and they're saying that that's what their weaknesses is. I hope not. But they've proven that they could play better in those areas. I mean, getting out rebounded on the offensive end and getting beat in the paint, that's not something that's consistent with the Lakers.
Yeah, I think JJ's was, frustrated seeing things they hadn't done before. And then LeBron also talked about kind of the Mavs making sure they got the matchup they wanted, right?
Yeah,
and taking,
yeah. But still, the rotations.
That's every team.
The
right?
rotations still have to be there. We see that every night. We've seen that on occasions when the Lakers have played really good defense and they've rotated, they've done what they're supposed to do. Tonight, we saw 3 threes by the same player in the same spot.
In a row.
So that's not really, what the Lakers are about defensively. They're better than that to give up, I mean, look, the NBA is about threes. And when you get a team that's hot, Clay hitting 3 in a row, that's 9 points at the beginning, the end of the half.
James, listen, you played for Dean Smith, you played for Pat Riley. I mean, even at the high school I went to, like, playing defense, communication was a huge part of it. JJ said in the pregame today, he talked about kind of what Max brings to the table and what Dorian Finney-Smith brings to the table. What he liked about Dorian Finney-Smith was he said, we have a pretty quiet team out there sometimes defensively. And he's one guy that can, it's infectious when he talks, but you can just see it tonight. Like you said, when a guy's hitting 3 threes in a row, someone's got to be talking about it, expecting it. Maybe they are, but JJ saying that kind of struck me. Like, you can't be quiet out there defensively.
No, it's like, basketball is about communicating because something's always about to happen. There's a pick that's about to happen. Pick!
Shot.
There's a shot goes up. Box out. Stay home on the shooter. There's all kind of things that you could be communicating with. Here it comes. It's like it just alerts your teammate of what's about to happen. They just look very flat. And when you see so many threes, that was not a wide open one, but they just walked into it, and the defense was not, in a sense of urgency to get to them. I mean, you and I can knock down a few of those threes, Gee.
We've got more to come on Access. Jaden Hardy, one of 5 Mavs in double figures tonight as the Lakers fall to the Mavericks, 118-97. More post-game reaction on the way.